ago, I was getting some bites on this bladed jig, and was kind of missing them. Throwing it on straight braid to get a good feel for the blade. It's Dalton, everybody. Out here on a pretty windy day, especially out there on the main lake. Tried on the other side, got one little bite, and now I'm just kind of throwing these bushes around here, working a bladed jig. This is the Strike King Thunder Cricket 1/2 ounce. Got a little fluke on there, 40-pound braid, and really just kind of moving along here. Here's a nice one here. Got him on a Berkeley chitter bug there. Got him hooked good too. Boy, he took that, jumped right out of the water. That was super cool. It's always fun when they do that. Scary too, because sometimes they'll flip that hook right out, but boy, yeah, got one on the old chitter bug there, and 1/8 ounce weight, 15-pound test. Throw it around these bushes, kind of wait for the little thump thump. Thought I had one messing with it. Just couldn't quite tell. There he is right here. Nice bass. Tell you, they're not real big, or the ones I'm catching today aren't. I tell you what, they're healthy as heck. They really are. Boy, I tell you, this hook gets them pretty good. Just kind of getting up around those rocks. What I want to show you with these bass isn't so much how long they are, but look at that fat belly. I mean, they definitely have a lot of meat to them. So they're feeding up good. Shad population's really good out here. Getting them on that, little chitter bug. What I'm doing is I get it in these brush piles. I just kind of work it through. All of a sudden, bam, they'll just hit it. Now I'm getting ready to sit down here, just float in the middle of the lake and have me some lunch. I've had a good run out here. I've been coming out here pretty regularly. I catch fish every time I come out here, and today was no exception. I came out here the other day, and I gotta tell you what, guys, it was so humid. It was overcast, humid, it even sprinkled. And I was catching a bunch of small ones on a drop shot. And there was no wind, there was no nothing. And finally I'm just like, okay, I've had enough. About 12, 1 o'clock, I wrapped it up. I was so tired from that humidity that I hit the sack at 7:30 that night. Came back out here today and actually had a lot of wind. And this morning, as the wind was going pretty good, in fact, there were even white caps, I just used the bladed jig. This is a Strike King Thunder Cricket 1/2 ounce. I just have a fluke style bait as a trailer. And I run it on 40-pound braid. When that wind's blowing like that, I'll throw braid. I don't even concern myself with if the fish see it or not. There was just so much wind, it cuts down a lot of light penetration in the water. Now, the other thing that worked really good for me is this Berkeley chitter bug. I threw it on a medium action spinning rod with 15-pound test, Seagar and Vizix. And this particular color, I like it a lot. It's called Green Pumpkin Blue Flash. And the reason I like it, in the morning when it was, when it was a little bit, it wasn't quite as light, I would use this side. And then when the sun came up, I would go to the blue side, and it's real shiny. And that's how I was working it today, and got quite a few on that. I'm getting ready to head back out to Nacimiento. Be out there a couple of times or a few times, just depends on you know, how it's going out there, and then I'm gonna come back out here. There's still a lot of areas out here I have not fished. I've not even touched the shallows. I went a little bit toward them, but it's gonna take a while to get back there. I'm gonna take my time when I get back there because it can get a little bit gnarly. But the fish are, I'm catching them in a number of different areas. Harris Creek, around the brush. I'm catching them on bluff walls, right off of some of these bluff walls where it makes little platforms. And I'm catching them anywhere from 5 to 8 feet off some of these bluffs. And the key for me out here has been plastics, soft plastics, Texas rigged. Light line has not worked well for me. I keep breaking off. So I've been using at least 15-pound test, and worms work really good. You know, cross style baits, what do they call those? The brush hogs, any of those types of baits work really good. Just dragging them along the bottom, fishing along the sides, brush, rock, all that, and the fish are biting really good. I've had a great time. I'm going to continue to fish out here throughout the summer, and hopefully I'll run across a couple of good sized ones. But man, it's just great to have this lake to go to. Well, I appreciate you all. Like I said, I'm heading out to Naci. Be talking to you about that. We'll talk to you next time.